Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Pat Plays Pokemon. I'm getting a call from Elliot, apparently. Okay. Anyway, so I've given up on the whole idea of picking up Tentacruel here. I just don't think that that's going to be a viable option. It does have a very high special defense, but I don't think that that's necessarily going to help us out. Rather, I think I'm going to focus my time on, I think, a more worthwhile strategy of trying to get Sparky Jr. and Rope both to level 30. I think that that's what we're going to need to be able to beat Watson here, and that requires a good portion of grinding. So rather than having, you know, the next several months of episodes basically being me killing Illumise over and over and over again, I'm just going to do that off camera so you guys don't have to deal with that, and then I will rejoin you guys when I'm done with that. I'm going to speed things up a little bit by having the other Pokemon in Sparky Jr. currently is right now in the daycare, so we won't really have to worry too much about having to level up both of them with the outside Pokemon. Instead, we can use the daycare to get a little bit of extra XP here. So anyway, I will catch up with you guys in about 20 seconds. Alright, so we're back. What amounted to only a couple of seconds for you guys amounted for me to be about 3¼ hours. So yeah, hopefully this turns out. Let me just make sure I've got, I think I did. No, okay, so I do have all of the Pokemon that I have, because each one of them are going to have their own little use. And I will be showing, oh, my party's full. Perfect, excellent. I couldn't remember if I had this set up because I did this last night, and I'm coming back and recording the second half in the morning. I wasn't going to do all of this at once. So, my team right now, this is what we're looking at here. Very, very different from when we left. So I have the level 30 Beautifly, the level 30 Mighty Anna I talked about. I also have a level 31 Gyarados, which happens to be the level at which it speed ties with Manectric. So that is going to be very important. My Mighty Anna actually is a little bit faster, and then Beautifly is a little bit slower as well. 55 is the Manectric speed. Then I also was able to train up another Mighty Anna down here as well, and the point of that is to hopefully have him, or her rather, be able to take extra hits. So I also picked up some items, so I'm all out of money now. I decided against doing the casino, just because I thought that wasn't going to be nearly as effective. So I've got a bunch of paralyzed heals, a bunch of super potions as well. I've also got an X speed. I don't think I'm going to be using that because essentially my strategy is, so for the first one, I'm going to have Rope take care of the Voltorb. Just so he can get some use out of Rope, because Rope is not that good against this gym, to be completely honest. Daedalus is actually going to be the most important Pokemon, because I think that he has the best chance of taking out the Manectric. So we're going to go in here, we're going in for the Rope's Revenge here today, and hopefully we'll be able to take out Watson. So here comes out the Voltorb, like I said, so we're sending out Rope here first. Rope is going to just Mega Drain here. That was another move that Rope was able to pick up once it reached level 24, I'm pretty sure. I was able to pick up Mega Drain, so it gives a significant boost, and then also I'm having Rope holding a Miracle Seed. So as you can see here, yeah, a decent chunk of damage, but Rope is rather over-leveled right now, so he's able to, or she's able to take on that hit. And then also the Mega Drain definitely helps here too. Okay, that is a problem. The Self-Destruct, I was not counting on that coming out. But it doesn't really matter. Rope was able to survive that because of Voltorb's relatively low special attack. So this is the first switch that I have planned for. So we're switching out to Poochyena here. Poochyena is going to take this hit and die. So thank you very much, Poochyena, for performing your one use in this battle. I have this battle very much mapped out as to what to do. So we're going to Super Potion up here, get Rope back up to relatively close to max health, and then Electric will take out Poochyena. So that is expected, that is all good and fine. So we're going to send out Daedalus here. So the reason that Daedalus is so important is that he has access to Dragon Rage. And Dragon Rage it deals a static 40 damage, which is just enough to 3-shot the Manectric. Or I believe it's actually 2-shot. I think it is a 2-shot. Yeah, so he's just enough to 2-shot the Manectric, if I'm correct on my math there. And at a speed tie, Daedalus should go first one of those 2 turns. Hopefully the first one, but it honestly doesn't really matter. As long as it's one of those 2 turns, he goes first. And he is able to then take out the Manectric here. So we've got the second switch in coming in here. Manectric's coming out, so we're going to switch out for Fesh here. So Fesh is going to do their job as well. Like I said, I've got every single Pokemon in my party right now has a purpose. I'm saving that second Manectric in case things go a little sideways with Daedalus. Like if I get a crit, then we're going to be in a world of pain. But I think we still will be able to come out ahead here. So Fesh sacrificing itself. Thank you very much. Your sacrifice will be appreciated and recorded in the annals of Jedi history. So now here's where the real decision comes to. So this is where I have 2 different strategies I can implement. I can go Sparky Jr., I can go Daedalus. Sparky Jr. would use Swagger and basically stall out the Manectric, or Daedalus comes in and goes ahead and Dragon Rages. So we're going to be using Daedalus first and see how things go. So the Intimidate actually counts against the other Pokemon strategy. So okay, excellent. So speed type, we go first here. That brings it down to less than half. That Thunder Wave coming out, perfect. I honestly couldn't have picked a better move because I gave him a Cherry Berry. So this is excellent. Sometimes the Manectric, oh, I forgot he had a Citrus Berry. Sometimes the Manectric will use like Shockwave, which is honestly the worst move, but sometimes they'll use Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is objectively just a better outcome for me. Especially in that first turn because of that Cherry Berry. This is going to be slowing me down a little bit, but as long as I'm not fully paralyzed this turn, I should be fine. So even though I'm quad weak to that, Daedalus has a good amount of special defense. So excellent, coming through here with the Dragon Rage. This is exactly what we were looking for. Able to take out that Manectric fairly easily. So not a problem, not a problem. We're doing fairly well. We're doing much better compared to how we were on the previous attempt. So we're sending out Sparky Jr. here. Now, again, this is another reason why I wanted to have Mightyena specifically, is because Mightyena can learn Swagger, which is a confusing move, but also Rock Smash, which Rock Smash is how I will be killing the Magneton without Daedalus. I could always switch back into my other Mightyena in order to heal up Daedalus and get him in here, but this is totally fine as well. This strategy will work just fine. So I'm going to Howl once, and then I'll just Rock Smash him a whole bunch. So, but things are going fairly well. Things are actually moving fairly well, I'd say. Daedalus really put in a lot of work there. I'm glad that I was able to level him up. I had to bring him up to level 31 just so I could get that speed tie. Again, because otherwise he would have been shockwaved twice there, and he most likely would have died. But again, I came prepared. I gave Sparky Jr. also a Cherry Berry in anticipation of the Thunder Wave. I actually had pretty decent luck here because I did not get a single static from Manectric or Electric. So regardless, there goes that Magneton, and Watson is defeated. Thank you, team. Rope's Revenge has been completed. We were able to easily dispatch Watson once we spent several hours leveling up our Pokemon. So anyway, nothing notable happened during the grinding. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. But regardless, we are moving on. We are finally moving beyond Watson. We will be able to go ahead and get some new members of our team that I'm really excited about. There's a good chance that we could get something interesting up here, but we will see what we actually end up running into. So the run does go on. Hold on, let me rest my Pokemon, then I got to deposit the fallen members of my team. They did perform a vital service. They were very useful, and I appreciate both of them for what they've done for that gym battle. So we are going to be, I'm going to be moving this Mightyena out of my team, and then depositing this Poochyena. Thank you very much for your sacrifice. You can join the group of Pokemon that we've already lost as well. So, but we appreciate it. Did I take off the... I think I did Expishare. Okay, I did take off the Expishare. So, that is that done. I am incredibly excited to be able to move on here. After spending several hours training down below, I am more than ready to continue with the journey. So we're going to have... no. We'll have rope in front. So I'm a little uncertain on exactly how much damage my moves do to things that aren't one-shotted. So we're going to see what we can get here. So this is a continuation of... This is the same route. There's a... I think this is a rotator? Yeah, or maybe it's a spinner. Ah, crap. Okay, well, that's fine. I wasn't really interested in fighting her, but that's fine. We can fight her. I was hoping to... I'm going to try to avoid as many of these trainers as I can, in the hopes that I can go get like a Numel or a Chop or something like that. Going forward, I'm going to try to get at least 2 more Pokemon added to our team that are hopefully going to change the tides. But it's nice to see that I still have Rope, and Rope is still being useful so far, because I think he one-shots both of these Pokemon. He's just so strong right now. He's very much over leveled, or she, rather. Anyway, so Mega Drain here, pretty easy. But yeah, I'm actually fairly excited. Today, I am recording this on the 17th, and today comes out Humankind. I've been waiting for this since I pre-ordered it in like February. I'm a big like Fork strategy kind of person. Okay, of course I'm gonna run into this guy too, right? But I'm a big Fork strategy kind of person, and I pre-ordered this in February. You know, I bought it and everything. It was on sale, 17% off or something, and it was supposed to come out in April, conveniently, like, right after I got married. So right when I got back from my honeymoon, I would be able to play it. But they delayed it because they wanted to fix some issues that they had in the open beta and taken some criticism, which is great. Like, I love seeing that from a company, but it did delay it a couple of months till just today. So I'm really excited for that to come out on the podcast. I think that our next episode is going to be a review of that. So stick around for that. Ooh, Numel. This is honestly one of the best Pokemon I could have run to here. This or Machop would have been my 2 preferred ones. So we are going to Poison Sting, because I think that does minimal damage. Okay. So yeah, I just keep Poison Sting. The Morning Sun is also really nice. You know, saves me a couple potions. Okay, Growl coming out here. That's fine. Honestly, it's not going to do a whole lot. He already has such a low attack stat that it's fine. Another Growl coming out here, and I think I can go ahead and Pokeball this. Yeah. So like the game, like granted, I have 3 Pokemon over level 30. That does not mean the game is going to get that much easier here. I still am going to have my wits about me, because 2 of the Pokemon, Mightyena and, I'm going to name him what I always name, Numels. Also, if you ever want a name to be considered, please put it down in the comments. I do read those. But, yeah, as I was saying, though, my Pokemon that I have are not that great. They're pretty weak. Oh, a Rawsberry. That's nice. Nice for you, Rawsberry. Not that it's super important to have. But yeah, no, the Pokemon that I have that are level 30, so like the Mightyena, for example, and the Beautifly, they're not very strong Pokemon. It'd be a completely different situation if I had like a Marshtomp at level 30. The Gyarados, on the other hand, though, that is significant. That is a very strong Pokemon to have at this point in the game. So, and I'm running into another Numel. So that's not too much of a problem. Again, we've seen me using copies of Pokemon. So with the 4 Poochyenas, I think I ended up getting. So that I'm totally fine with. I think I actually go for a Mega Drain here and risk it. I think that's not going to deal that much damage. Let's see. Okay, yeah, perfect. So then we'll just go ahead and catch it then. I think I need to check the moves as well. Because I think that might actually be important to know what the moves my Numel has. So we'll go ahead and catch this Numel. And then we also will be able to move on to the next route after this one. And we'll call him. Or to her, rather, I guess. Okay. We'll call her Rost after the berry we got from the last one. Rost. I actually don't know how to pronounce that berry. I'm just kind of guessing. So, let me go ahead and... Ooh. Do you have a berry as well? Ah, fair enough. Summary. Sorry. Ember. Perfect. Okay, so it doesn't know a fire type move. That's awesome. Oh, okay. Oh, a Torkoal. That would have been awesome to run into. It's a really good defender. But outside of that, it's not that impressive. But it is good. You know, it's good to soak up damage. It's good to be a wall. Has a very high defense stat. So, but anyway, as I was saying before we ran into these these Pokemon rather. I've been very excited for that, so I will be playing that right after I finish recording this. And then I think me and James might stream it or something like that later. It's been quite fun. Outside of, I was also, while I was Switch training and doing all this kind of stuff, while grinding, I was reading up on the news that's going on right now. If you guys are familiar, I'm not going to talk too much about it. If you want my breakdown, you can go look at the podcast from Monday night. So it's pretty bad. You know, I'm always excited to live through, you know, historical events going on in my lifetime. I just think that that's just the most fun that you could possibly have. You know, just it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Anyway, I'm going to actually switch Daedalus into the front here because I seem to be running into a lot of stuff that Rope will not be able to handle. Okay, I think that this is the same route. Let me go ahead and pull up the map here. I actually don't remember. What map? No, I'm pretty sure this is a different route now. Okay. If I go back through the editing, I'll note if this is not supposed to be. Alright, I'm gonna do a double battle here. Why not? But if I'll go through the editing and note if this is a separate route. I think it is. Or no, I think it's not. So I'll go ahead and not catch anything here. In the expectation that it is a separate route. And I think that the same Pokemon spawned here anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be that big of a deal. So, anywho, where you got a pretty easy battle here. Again, a lot of the battles going forward until, honestly, I think probably the 5th gym are going to be fairly easy. The only things I'm going to have to worry about are the 4th gym leader and the Team Magma leader. That's about it. I think everything from here till then is going to be just a walk in the park. Just because I've got such over-leveled Pokemon. Even though they're not the strongest out there, they are still rather over-leveled, and that does compensate for a bit. A bit. Alright, Dragon Rage, Gust. Having a Gyarados is definitely fairly helpful, I will not lie. Especially with that Dragon Rage, just this early on, just gives me a consistent source of damage. Don't really have to worry about stats, don't have to worry about matchups, and there's no fairy types to block it either, so that's always nice. But yeah, so I've been having like this last month for me personally has been a little crazy in the sense of like travel. So like fans of the podcast will know that I've been on like once in the last like 3 weeks. And that's simply just because I've been traveling all over the area lately for a variety of reasons. And it just seems like each week I'm like, okay, finally I can, you know, take this weekend and I can work and I can get out, which is why draft mode has been delayed, so much as well. where I just don't have the time right now because I've been traveling so much and there's just been so much crap going on that I have to deal with. So a lot of stuff is getting delayed, a lot of stuff is not coming out nearly as fast as it should be, but I mean this series at least itself is coming out on time, which, you know, is great. Great for all of my fans. All 5 of them, or however many people that actually watch the series. So, anyway, taking out these two, walk in the park, piece of cake, not a problem. So we're just gonna continue on this way. Yeah, I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I'd have to go look this up. Yeah, this guy will give me secret power, which is a useful TM as well. Did a little bit extra damage, a little bit better, but you know, not that bad, not that big of a deal, I guess. Okay, thank you for letting me know. See, and this, I don't think I'm going to try to scum for the Bagon catch. I think I'm just going to go with whatever I can find in what is it called? Meteor Falls, I think it's called. I was about to say Mount Moon. Yeah, whatever I can find there, I'm going to go ahead and go for. Just because you can scum for the Bagon catch simply by repelling and then coming back later in the game. But I just don't think that that's going to be necessarily that worthwhile for me. It can help for sure, but I just don't think that, you know, it's going to help that much that I should wait for it. And I'm hopefully going to get a Trapinch. So anyway, we're going to go in Route 113 here. Let's see if we can get something in here. Okay, so there's a couple Pokemon that spawn here. Sandshrew, Spinda. This is an item, isn't it? Yeah, Neither. Okay. Sandshrew, rather, not Sandshroom. Sandshrew, Spinda, and Skarmory. Any of those, honestly, I'd be totally fine with. Skarmory would be awesome. But, okay, Spinda it is. Spinda's not too bad. Spinda's not something that I will probably spend time leveling up. It's going to sit a lot in my PC. But, you know, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I mean, we're going to have a use for Whismur, but obviously that didn't end up happening. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not catching this. So, okay. Completely forgot that Dragon Rage was going to one-shot it. So, anyway, I guess that's what we get for this episode. I'll probably go back and clean up the trainers once I get more Pokemon. I'm looking to get Spoink or something like that. And then I'll probably go back through and level that up. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what the game ends up giving us. But I'm glad that we've defeated Watson. I'm glad that we've progressed significantly further through this game. So if you like this series, you want to see it continue, please do leave a like. Leave a subscribe down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions for the run or any tips or tricks as well. So thank you guys so much, and please tune in to the next episode.